Hello and welcome to the Foxcatcher AFL show. My name's Julian Vallance, joined as always by Bernie Vince. Bernie, let's get into round 11 action. Friday night, Essendon versus Richmond, Dreamtime game, big atmosphere. Two teams that are struggling a little bit. You can see the prices there. Essendon clear-cut favourites, but hard to work out what to do in that space. But I think the space we can push into from the SGM perspective is Essendon disposals. They average 387, right up there, top two in the comp. I think that's our answer, isn't it?
Yeah, I had a look at StatMate again this week, been very successful the last couple of weeks for me. And I found Zach Merritt, geez, does he love playing Richmond? Have a look at this, averages 33.5 in his last 7. So big sample size, v Richmond that is, and in 30 plus in all 7 of them. So as I said, big sample size, a team he just loves playing. So I reckon we can lock him in for 30 plus again.
Absolutely. And I think there's a few other Bombers players that I think will get off the chain as well. So if you want to add them into your legs, I think that will be important. Total point line, as it sits, 165.5 goes up. This is really interesting. Two low scoring teams. Essendon averaging 74 this year, Richmond averaging 68. If we just do a sample size of MCG night games this year, it's low as well, 154. But outlier here, Bernie, the 3 times Essendon have played at the MCG, it's been overs, but they have played Hawthorn, Adelaide and Collingwood, 3 high-scoring teams. What do we do?
Well, I think for Richmond, or for Essendon, to beat Richmond, they need to score. They need to bring their offensive game. We know they can do that. They do leave themselves open a little bit going the other way, but I don't think Richmond can score above 90 plus. So if they can get to 90 as quickly as they can, and a bonus would be over 100. I don't think Richmond can win. The games that Richmond stay in are the low-scoring ones. We saw that on the weekend v North Melbourne. The low-scoring in the 60s, 70s keeps Richmond in it. So Essendon need to blow them away. Get offensive.
Okay, well, even if they are offensive, even if they score 90 to 100, I don't think the Tigers have got 50 or 60 in them, so I still think it's an unders. That's our bet, 165.5 total point line.
Like it.
Let's be with the unders. Important game here for round 11 is Carlton versus GWS. These two teams, though, I cannot trust. We spoke about the Giants last week against Fremantle, but they hadn't been able to hit market expectation. Well, here's two teams exactly the same, haven't been able to hit it 6 times this year. What are we doing here?
Can we just go to the next game? I don't know what to do in this game either. I mean, the Giants are up and down like a yo-yo. One of their great wins down in Geelong the week before, and then they get belted by Fremantle at home from nowhere. So very hard one to pick with this one. I lean towards Carlton just because it's at home, but this is a big game for both teams. If you look at the ladder at the moment, this is almost must-wins. I know we're only at round 11, but this is crossroads type stuff. Carlton need to win to keep in touch with that top 8, and the Giants, well, they just need to show something.
Yeah, they do, and they don't go very well at Marvel. 0-2 last year, the Giants at Marvel. 1-3 in the last 2 years. What I will say, this game last year was at the Marvel. Score was 215. In 2023, they scored 178. The line here is 169.5. Now, I know Carlton haven't been able to score. Giants are a low-scoring team, but under the lid, I think the Giants will be really aggressive with the ball. Let's get that overs, 169.5. That is the bet for this game. Hawthorn, Brisbane, third of the games we're going to look at here, Bernie, and this is an absolute belter. But what I want to do, just set this up, is Hawthorn against the top 13 teams once they've played them. They're 3-3 against those teams. The market thinks they're going to be going better. They're only at a 50% record. I'm not so sure about the Hawks right now against the best.
Yeah, this is a worry because they've got a big block coming up. Let's have a look at this at the moment. They've got Brisbane, obviously, this weekend, then Collingwood, Western Bulldogs at Marvel. We know they're a different team at Marvel, the Dogs. And then they've got Adelaide in Tassie before the bye. That is a big 4 weeks of footy for the Hawthorn Footy Club. And as you said, not great against the other teams inside that top 13. So these are top 6 teams.
They start favourite against Brisbane. They won't start favourite against Collingwood. I don't reckon they'll start favourite against the Dogs, especially at Marvel. They'll start favourite against Adelaide, get them 2-2. So they keep that record of 50%. The top 4, they need to knock off and be 3-1 or 4-0. Top 4 to miss, $1.65. I think the Hawks missed the top 4, and I think this is about the right time to back them. So I want to be in that space. Anything else from you from Hawks and Brisbane at the moment?
No, not really. I like the Hawks to win that one, though. Brisbane only just going.
Yeah, they need to win the Hawks, but I think probably Brisbane can get over the top of them. They've got a really good MCG record. If you are having a bet, please make sure it's a sharp one. Bernie's had plenty of sharp ones lately. Statmate's been helping him out. We'll see you very soon.
You win some, you lose more. For free and confidential support, call the number on the screen or visit the website.